which we have been just kind of pampering people with for 11 years now. You created this 11 years ago, Gary, while in college, because I think while we love to be warm and we're cozy up on the couch, the minute the snack attack hits and we got to get up, that's where it's like, do I get the snack? Is it worth it to get cold and take this blanket off? Now we don't have to do that.
Well, Mary Nelson was saying she can just order delivery. You know, you don't even have to, she didn't even want to get up off the sofa.
Yeah, right? I love it. How you doing, bud?
I'm well. And it was 11 years here in QVC. I created it many years before that in my dorm room, University of Maine, freezing cold.
Ooh.
And it was just one of those times where you don't want even an inch of your body exposed. You you want to get under and just not move. And so I cut a hole in my blanket because the remote control signal wouldn't work from under the blanket, and it just evolved from there. And my mother helped me make the first one, and here we are. She's famous for that reason, but this is the ultimate Slanket. For me, I told you earlier, once we created this Slanket, there was no more innovations needed. It is the perfect Slanket, and it has the foot pocket, the hand pocket, and still the giant size that all Slankets always have, and then the very thick plush.
All right, this is the latest and best version. There's 6 prints and colors. We've taken almost $10 off the QVC price for our Countdown to Christmas sale event, and you can get it home right away, but pay for it over time for just $5.25 a month. Okay, so shh, don't tell anybody, but I'm getting David Venable this one for Christmas. He loves Americana, decorates all year round, and this will fit him. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and get him patriotic.
It's perfect, and he's a perfect example. I've sold with David Venable before, and he's a perfect example of who can use this blanket. Right? It is one size for everyone. It is gigantic, so if it works for David Venable, it pretty much works for most of the population.
Very cool. Yeah. Okay, so there's patriotic, and then Cheetah. It's all about leopard. Animal print now considered a neutral, but it is everywhere right now, and so it should be on your Slanket. It
is the standard Slanket, I have to say. From QVC Italy to Japan to France to the UK, the cheetah, some call it leopard. It is the one we've sold the most all over the years on QVC, for sure.
And it's so my jam. You know what? Even in my comfy clothes, aka my jammies, I'm gonna feel a little bit fabulous.
Absolutely. That glass of wine you were talking about before.
Oh God, yes! I'm doing it. Okay, so next we have the gray camo. This is cool. And camo, girls or guys, right?
Absolutely.
All the way.
Especially that one, it's more of a gray toned camo.
Very gender neutral. Then we have purple, and we have so many fans of purple. I like it. It's a nice grapey purple. Then we'll do a nice traditional plaid for you. Now plaid is going to be my most limited choice. That's done in greens and navies, with a little bit of base of black. And then finally, there's our blue for you, which is almost like a denim blue, not a cobalt blue. Now, 60 by 80, so we know it's oversized, but talk to me again how you transformed a traditional blanket into like one of the must-have gifts to give.
Yeah, well, first it was the idea, I wanted sleeves to read and do whatever I needed to do, study. Now
clap when your team makes the touchdown or the home run.
Now we have technology. Everyone's on their tablets and things, so it works still.
Yeah,
it's not like we evolved past this Slanket. It actually is more relevant than before. But really, it was the sleeves first, of course. But then I asked myself what I wanted out of a blanket because, to be honest, I used to take naps, like afternoon naps in college, right?
No.
Between classes.
Napping in college.
And I would always be struggling with a throw blanket. They were never large enough, so I'd pull it up, roll over, and then my back was exposed or my toes were poking out. So I knew when I asked my mom to make this blanket, I wanted it oversized, gigantic. I wanted more material than I really needed. So no matter how you move, you can just manipulate, you're always covered. So 60 by 80, it's giant, it's wide, it's David Venable size. And then we added the foot pocket a couple years ago, which was the natural evolution. And everyone loved the foot pocket. We started here on QVC, then all Slankets everywhere have the foot pocket.
Right?
And then the kangaroo pocket.
Yes!
Some people like to just tuck their hands in the sleeves. Some people like the pocket, maybe some tissues if you're watching a sad movie or hide the remote.
Or you'll always know where the remote or the phone is.
Exactly.
Right? You put it in your kangaroo pocket.
And then the material, the plush material that we added a few years ago, it's my favorite. It's thick, it's fluffy, but it doesn't feel weighty.
Right,
Very,
it's
lightweight.
warmth without the weight. And again, this is because so many of us are on our devices. or we're reading, we're trying to unwind. Maybe you're doing work, you're studying for that college exam, and you're working on your laptop. Now, no longer do you have to struggle with your blanket while you're trying to game, even write, even sit at the table in the morning if it's really cold and you just want to have your coffee and breakfast like she is outdoors. Now you're cuddled, every bit of you, staying warm. And the material it's so soft and it's so easy to live with this because it's machine washable.
Machine washable, tumble dry low, and it dries very fast actually. That was one of the first comments from some of my best friends when I sent them theirs. They said, it dries so fast, and it was not by design, but that's a great feature. But yeah, you know, I created it for myself, 18 years old. You know, remote control, reading, never thinking of all the other ways people would use it.
Because you probably, at that age, you didn't have there was no iPad, so you didn't have one at that time, right?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, or phone, you know, you weren't taking pictures and shopping and doing everything that you can now with a phone, because a phone basically is now a mini computer.
Right.
I think maybe back then you might be able to text with a phone back then.
Yeah, I think so.
So you weren't on it as much.
No. But even besides the technology, it's like right now in the north of Italy, there's a lady drinking wine. You know, someone in a small apartment in Tokyo has a Slanket, and they're using it for their reasons. So some people use it outside in parks, on their patio. Some people, for kids, it's video games. It's kind of the item that goes with everything, right? Everyone finds a way to use it in their life. So
it's the gift for the teenagers, for the kids in college. It's the gift for the couch potato. It's the gift for dad who you never know what to get, tells you he doesn't need nothing. Right? Well, why don't you get him this? And I bet you he'll be like, wow, where was this all my life? Or, you know, the fashionista who likes to sit and watch Netflix and binge watch her favorite TV shows. Maybe it's Real Housewives. Maybe it's The Bachelor in Paradise, and do it in style. Okay, I want to go through the color choices again. We're really busy on the phones. Please use your apps, QVC.com, to place your order. Jump ahead of the line and get what you need. I know a lot of you are doing what I'm doing. I'm gifting Patriotic. It's
a good
so
one.
Giftable. It's a great one if you love Americana. Here's your blanket. And you're going to use this all year round because honestly, it's so cold when the air conditioning is running in my house that I still need blankets in the dead of summer.
That's so,
always.
It's so interesting you said that, because the first 3 months we ever sold Slankets online, I started looking at where we were selling them to. Texas, California, Florida, and I didn't really understand it. And then we started to hear from people. They said, my office, the AC is always cranking, this or that. So yeah, really, even just the cool nights, just when it turns a little bit, but even people in the offices or homes with AC.
I worked in news for 20 years, and we would live in a news van, and I was always paired up with a male photographer, so they're always hot, I'm always freezing. They'd have the AC crank. I had a Slanket that I would wear to keep me warm while on my job. Okay, so Patriotic, very, very popular. Cheetah, always popular, a big bestseller. Yes, you may think that's leopard. It's animal print. We call it Cheetah. It's beautiful, and I love really how you did these really nice warm earth tones. Like it's really, the colors on these blankets are beautiful. Here is your gray camo, which can be easily for men or women. We all love camo. Then we have, and those are just great taupey shades as well as the gray. Then we have the purple. That's a grapey purple for you. We have the plaid, which will be blue and greens with a little bit of black. And then your blue, which is a denim blue. Normally this is $31.50. We took almost $10 off. We're $21. Easy gift to give. And pay over time. It costs you nothing extra. Just order with a credit card. Get it home for $5.25. The holiday return policy is in effect. So should you need to exchange it because somebody said, yeah, I want to Slanket, but I didn't want purple, I wanted gray camo, guess what? The end of January of next year to return or exchange anything. And if you're exchanging for a different color, we don't charge you the return, shipping, and handling. So shop with confidence. H217205. This is the best, latest version. It's so good that he's not going to keep tooling around with the design. He's like, I got it right. This is it. It's everything it needs. Starting with just the oversized 60 by 80 blanket.
Yeah, maybe we could stand up and just show the size. I remember doing this with David Venable years ago, standing up.
Well, it's good because he's so big.
Yeah, we would hold it like this.
It's hard to believe that you could make a blanket that would cover him, but you did.
Yeah, we made kids' sizes in the past, and I found my nephews, my niece, friends' kids, they were using this version.
Yeah.
So we just said, hey, Slankets are one size, they're gigantic.
And you put it on with it going this way. You don't want to do it like a traditional blanket where you're going to put it behind you first. You put it on with it in front of you.
That's the idea, but honestly, people find their own ways of using it.
You don't care.
Sometimes people
You don't
use
judge.
it without the sleeve. I don't
We're
judge.
a judge-free zone.
Absolutely. Manipulate it, use it sideways, use it with 4 people. That's what it's all about. It's just the size gives you the ability to do whatever you want with it and stay warm.
Oh, okay. So we're really busy. Here's what you do. Grab as many as you can, because you're always going to have that one visitor or somebody who shows up in the family that when everybody else is opening gifts, you're going, oh my God,
Yes.
oh my God, Aunt Susie's coming.
I was going to say, that's my aunt.
Right?
Yeah.
So just have one ready to go in the gift closet. But this is a fun gift. But more importantly, it's a gift that somebody is going to use over and
Yes.
over and over again. It's something that people don't think they need. They may not even know is out there. But once they get it, it's like, where has this been all my life?
Absolutely. Every Christmas, we receive emails after Christmas about, they tell us how it was opened and immediately used, and then throughout the whole vacation, people were using it. And you know, often people would drag blankets from upstairs, like comforters, to their sofa for movie night. I wanted like a throw, but a comforter, something you could still leave on the sofa. It looks nice, but it's just that oversized warmth.
Yep, and you know what? It's warmth without weight. It's machine washable. Tumble dry on low. What I say is don't use fabric softener
Right.
on something like this, and it'll look as bright and colorful and as good as new, wash after wash after wash. Patriotic, really popular. Oh my God, I was fretting. David told me he found my gift the other day and ordered it, and I started freaking out like, what am I gonna get him? I'm so excited. Hopefully he hasn't seen this yet, because if he did, he picked one up for himself. Oh well, okay, Cheetah is on me. Great for the fashionista in your life. Gray camo. Grab a couple. That's great, gender neutral. Here's your purple. Then we have plaid. And finally, that blue. $5.25 to get home. A great gift. And again, the crankiest person you know in your life, give them a Slanket, and I bet you it'll put a smile on their face. Well, I am so excited. I don't want to take it off. I don't want to take it off, Greg. But I guess I have to keep working. You just relax.
I'll stay.
In your Slanket, okay? All right, everybody. We are about a half hour away from a new QVC 2 Big Deal, but we still have our one from today to go. It is from Bethlehem Lights. The flocked wreath. Oh, this isn't it. I'm sorry.